The charged lessons are currently built in Google Slides using a Nearpod extension in order to embed Nearpod specific features. The reason we did that is because Slides is more user-friendly and will make it easier to edit and maintain these moving into the future. It does require a few extra steps for you to be able to use the Nearpods. We'll walk you through that in this video. It's useful to wait as long as possible to make the conversions because any changes to the slides don't update once you convert your file to a Nearpod. Once you open up the lesson, your first step would be to make a copy. You can't convert it to Nearpod when you're using a view-only presentation. So you'd hit File, Make a Copy, Entire Presentation, and you can save it to your main drive. I would suggest that you delete this afterwards so that the next time you use it, you come back to the original version for where there are any changes. If you want to edit things before you turn it to Nearpod to try and adjust it for your specific class, you are welcome to do that once you make a copy. In your private copy, your next step is to click on Extensions. If you've never used the Nearpod extension before, your first step will be to hover over Add-on and then click the button that says Get Add-ons. From there, search for Nearpod. And the option that you want is this one that says Nearpod for Google Slides. You'd be able to click on it and you should have a button that says Install. Once that process finishes, you may need to refresh your browser, and then when you come up to extensions, you should now have this Nearpod option in your list. When I click Open Nearpod, it loads this menu bar on the right-hand side. Because our Nearpod is linked to our school account, we can just use Sign In with Google. You can see now that I have a new set of menu options. I'm actually going to hit refresh again. You often need to do this when you first log in. Then I'm going to open Nearpod one more time. And what you'll see now is that it gives you all the options for the types of activities that you can integrate. And if I move over one of these activities, for example, this Collaborate board, I actually now get this option where I could edit this, and so I could see how this functions then in Nearpod. At this stage, unless you're planning to make specific changes for your own students, your next step is to click Save and go to Nearpod. It takes it a moment, but it will kind of convert all your slides to being a Nearpod. And once it's done, you'll then have your regular options of either showing it as a teacher-led Nearpod or creating a student-paced version. Each of these is designed to be a live presentation. And so once you click on this, you should now come to your more familiar screen of using this as a Nearpod.